Welcome to Paperweights, the podcast where two self-proclaimed gym rats and shooting enthusiasts delve into the world of literature with a sprinkle of humor. Although their biceps could crush a walnut, don't let that intimidate you. They also have a nerdy side. Mike and Brandon have a voracious appetite for reading, particularly in the fantasy genre, and they want to share their passion with you. So grab your protein shake and your favorite novel and join us for a humorous and insightful journey into the world of books with Paperweights.
Welcome back to another episode of the Paperweights. I am your host, Brandon.
And Justin.
And today we are continuing our discussion of Book 3, Licanius Trilogy, The Light of All That Falls. We did make a minor change to the chapters that we read. We stopped at chapter 40. Just because I had noticed that chapter 41 was the same POV as chapter 40, and felt that it would have been better for us if we didn't split the two. So anyway, if you read chapter 40, then cool.
No, wait. We stopped at chapter 41. Because chapter 40 is Davian.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
You're good.
We read through chapter 40 and stopped at chapter 41.
Yeah.
So we read one less chapter.
Mhm.
So some good stuff happened though. I thought it was funny because when I reread all my notes, my little summary started from chapter 28. I was like, wait, that's where this section started? I was like, man, that really a lot happened. So
Yeah, like Elena Lana falls in like half a chapter.
yeah.
But yeah, some crazy shit happens.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. But just a reminder, we are sponsored by Mudcat Whiskers. So go ahead and check out his website, www.mudcatwhiskers.com. You can use code Paperweights when you check out, and you're going to save yourself some money on some awesome beard care products made right here in Louisiana. They are a small business, and we love to support small businesses, especially those that we know the people of and we're friends with. So if you have a beard or know somebody that does, they sell a variety of products that help keep those beards tamed and looking good, smelling good, and not itchy. But if none of that suits your needs, he also has colognes, shaving creams, and most of the time candles. So go check them out. All right, Justin, how are you feel?
I mean,
Same.
largely the same, yeah.
Okay.
It still doesn't really feel to me like this series is ending, which is weird.
Yeah, same.
Like it's going, obviously it's going to, right? It's done. But if like you were like, hey, book 4 is coming out this year, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can see that. I mean, I'm guessing the world is gonna end or some crazy shit's gonna happen in the next 100, 200 pages or whatever we have left. But it is weird. Like, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of ready for it to be done, but it's not like that's not like really a bad thing.
I understand that. It's the anticipation to find out what the hell happens in the end,
Yeah.
um, is the desire to be done with it and understand it. Have a
Yes.
full picture.
Yeah, I am glad we finally don't know what's gonna happen because all the past future stuff has occurred. So I'm happy about that. So we're kind of going into the finale blind a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting.
Well, we do know one thing, that Davian has to go back in time
Yes, yeah, I
and
guess that's
die.
true. Yeah.
So
If
that's
if that's actually Davian. See.
yeah.
Um
I mean, it could be Talcamar. Talcamar could be Davian,
Yeah.
and to end the cycle, he
I
goes back.
I have a interesting theory about some people
Okay,
that we can get to. I don't know when you want that. It's the Rayleth and Nia.
Rayleigh and Nia.
Yeah.
I didn't go through and think of any um predictions.
Do you want my prediction?
Let's go.
Okay, I think they're Davian's mother and father. So Nia, we know, is 20 years ago. And then they're also talking about like what names they would change themselves to. So it's like not his mother's name or whatever. And I'm just like, they all time travel does like weird family shit since like Back to the Future. I think they're his parents. That's my prediction.
Okay, I did not think of that at all, but I like it.
Because they have the ring that's like tied to him or whatever. It was made by Rayleth and is like the wedding ring or whatever. I don't know. It's just like I'm just like, I don't remember when. Does he only get the ring in Diana's with Malshesh? I didn't go back and look up where the ring came from, like where we saw the ring before.
Um, I I thought I don't know.
I know it's
For some
in
reason, I thought
Diana.
Asha gave it to him, but he gave it to Asha, right?
I think so. I wish I kept track of the ring more, but I don't really remember where it is. I know it's like the thing that tethers him back to the world when he's in Dylantis with
Yes.
Malshesh. And he gives it to Malshesh or Top Mark at some point. Um,
I
I I think
I
so.
I thought that Asha had it at some point because
I think she did too. She might have had the beginning of book one, but yeah. So maybe it's Asha's. She's Asha's parent. I think they're like a parent of somebody. Um,
I
And
think
that
that
makes
sounds
sense that they need to go back in time or whatever, they need to get rescued. But yeah, that's my like one weird prediction when I was like reading. I was like, hmm.
I did so a few things with those two people when they were talking about what their names would be when they go back. Um, she said Sandon, I think is what she said,
Yeah.
and I was like, it reminded me of the one of those names of the houses, Sabandon,
Mm.
and I was like, wait, but at first I thought it was the same, but then I was like, oh no, it's Sabandon, but it sounds so similar and looked similar, so
Yeah.
I was trying to make a connection to who it was, because I felt a lot of those people were going to be important at some point. Um, I mean, Raylith we know is important because in his time frame, which I think might be a millennia before or something,
Yeah, it's like 1,000 years ago or something.
he was the one that started the rebellion against the Venerate in his time.
Yeah.
So maybe that's, I mean, we see there are multiple people that have started the rebellion. What if, oh, this just came to mind. What if Raylith is actually the ends up being the champion that was in the fighting pits?
Ah. Oh, maybe. I don't know how I
He
guess they
kind
was
of
in a,
didn't he recognize Davian?
yeah, he did like a maneuver or whatever. Like he did like sign language almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe he gets like a different body or something. I don't know. Maybe like it can like
I mean,
maybe the vessels that can shapeshift that they're making maybe gives them immortality. It does something great. I can see that. That'd be kind of cool.
yeah, I
It would
mean
make that make more sense and be tragic.
that introduction of the vessels, the idea of creating vessels that can shapeshift you into Dargathan and not know what it would do to you,
Yeah,
opens up the door for a lot of things and
it does.
potential theories. So
Yeah, and I do
that'll be interesting.
know Nia is, she'd be on the other side of the boundary, but maybe like Talcamar. smuggles them out. There's shit that could happen, or I guess already did happen. Um, that could be interesting if that is the case.
It does, and just while we're on the subject of those people in Zavalar, Zavalar is an interesting thing just because these people are from different timelines, and when they leave, they go back to their own timeline.
Yeah,
So it's like in reading one part, Caden apparently is future Talcamar. So it Caden in the current timeline, as we know him,
yeah,
is future Talcamar of the Talcamar that's stuck in Zavalar.
yeah,
And that was the future Talcamar of Malshesh from
yeah,
Dynamax.
yeah. But we don't know exactly when all that is.
Right.
The Zolar Talcamar, we don't know exactly when the timeline that
Well,
was.
I think it said 70 years. Like when he went back in Dylantis, it was 70
Yeah,
years in the past.
that's right.
Or
So
it was
yeah,
70 years. That time was 70 years. And I just realized I had my microphone in the back, so it might not have been as loud. 70 years from Davian's timeline
yeah,
when he went back in Dylantis. So,
that's right. Yeah. So we'll see if that prediction came true. One of my earlier predictions was, I guess, proven kind of false. We can talk about that when we get to Ishili and stuff. But yeah, you want to jump in, or you want to do
yeah.
any more? Like, I guess you asked me, what are your kind of broad feelings of the finales coming up?
Um, I like so I like this section a lot. The the action scenes are good. More kind of little things that happen and reveals of, oh, hey, I did this. I wish we were getting more of those things throughout the series. I think it would have been better. So, like, let's say in each book, right? If he could have had a few of those visions or foretellings or flashbacks or whatever
Yeah,
happen, and then you go, oh, when is that going to happen? But you don't know if it's going to resolve in that book or a future book, and then it does, and then it changes the way you thought of it,
yeah,
and it introduces a whole new, like, kind of peeling back a layer and going, oh, this is much bigger than we thought it was. I think this whole series, it wouldn't have felt, it would not feel like this was not the final book
yeah,
if more of those things had happened. And I think he could have done it. I think, like, I don't know. I feel like he wanted to have the ultimate payoff in book three and
yeah,
not to reveal too much. Um, and maybe the way he did it, any of those little things would have revealed too much and would have allowed people to predict the ending too much,
mm,
too well. But ultimately, I like this section more than book one and book two.
yeah. I'm kind of curious. I might look up if he has interviews. If it was always supposed to be like a trilogy, or if it was supposed to be more, because I do agree with you. I think if I would critique the series as a whole so far, I would make the pacing of book one better. Because like not a lot happens, and it's a lot like traveling around and like going to Desriel and doing a bunch of bullshit and like I think you could like really streamline it, make crazy shit happen, and like actually, kind of get the ball rolling more in book one instead of just at the very end. Maybe reveal more about Caden and Talcamore type shit during book one, and then book two, it could just kind of snowball that way. I think probably And then you could streamline a lot of stuff in book two to make it more just kind of more epic and snowbally type stuff to this thing. Because like yeah, there's a lot of like and it's not none of it's bad, like we've always said. It's a lot kind of like wasted time for like the epicness this book wants to be. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
kind
and
of
I
how I feel.
think I think one thing they could have done without revealing too much and make you question and make the characters question in
Mm.
book one, if they had another person that recognized somehow like either the wolf head symbol
Mm.
or or some signature, some trace on Caden and
Yeah.
was a voice of opposition, like really like, hey, you really shouldn't, this guy is not who you think he is. Like he's done terrible things. And of course he's like, Caden's has no memory, so he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like this is all I know. Like this is how could I have done that? Look how young I am and whatnot. That you're full of shit. But then like other like clues outside start to make Davian and Weir kind of question
Mm.
him a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
More than just like, oh, here's a person we found that has no memories, but he's powerful. This is interesting.
Yeah. The beginning of book one was pretty weird. Also, it could have worked too. I mean, it would be like a different series almost. If you made Caden more like a Moraine, where like she's super mysterious and you don't actually know if she's good or bad. But then it would be more like our main characters would be Weir and Davian, and you kind of learn more about him. But then you probably couldn't do the you couldn't do the amnesia storyline. But you could, I mean, you could have him. You could do it, but it would not be this. It wouldn't be the same series. But yeah, yeah, I think just book one in retrospect, like it just streamline it a bit and make like what if the he gets like Licanius and all that shit and it does that in like halfway through book one. And you're just like, holy shit, oh he's Arc and Divide, and then you have like all that fallout and like in book two, and it could just snowball a bit more quicker. I don't know. That's kind of my feelings so far. But that is not the book we read. Um, so I guess we can get into it unless you got anything else.
Yeah, no, the last thing before we get into like I want to give him the author the benefit of the doubt here because we don't know how it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the ending could totally change our perception of it. But as it
Yeah.
stands to this moment, that's how I feel.
Yeah. And like in a great ending, while it can lessen the feelings of like leading up to it, it doesn't automatically like make that invalid. The whole thing of like, yeah, the payoff's really good, but you guys not even struggle through, but there's like some clunky parts and stuff. It would bump the series up. It's like an amazing ending, but it doesn't excuse some of the more parts that we don't particularly enjoy that we've discussed. But yes, uh, Davey, you want to start with Davey?
Yeah, we start with Davian just because that's the first chapter, and then
And then
I
he's
have
ice.
Davian, then he goes to Weir, then it goes to Caden, and then Asha.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Davey, I mean, he's isolated, but he does get to the future, to the present. So yeah, he's still in Zavelar always. He finds out some stuff about Zavelar that they're like using essence and like metal to like stabilize the time bubble that they're in, or else it's gonna blow up. But it's slowly failing. We learn that that since the boundary is close to Shemaloth, no vessels can be made with regular metal, but the metal in Zevlor is time locked. So that's why they're like doing the the mining operation, which is interesting. Um, we find out that Zevalar was Cassandra's hometown, and it mysteriously blew up, and he tried to stop it, but he did the whole time loop thing where he actually caused the destruction of his own capital city. That sucks to suck. Um, oh yeah, we find out that the Dargathans are bringing them food, so they kill a couple because they're like acting. They kind of find out where they're at, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want to kill all of them because they're like bringing us food and stuff." So, uh,
More importantly, they're the only ones that can survive going through the time rift
yes,
back and forth.
but they do
Uh,
go
they do
insane
go insane,
after a while, I think.
yeah, but they are the only ones that can go through. So they're the ones that bring they bring back all this
The metal and the food.
metal to Ilshangat Del Teth, and then they bring food back, which is it's funny because they always come to the same time spot. So
Yeah,
like it's just that time spot, it's all this metal for all these people. It's just like, why do we have all this metal here? Like, we've
yeah,
always had it. Like, what are you talking about? Uh,
yeah,
but
yeah. That's weird. And kind of interesting to think about. Um. Yes. They're like, hey, what if we make you into a vessel instead of like metal? And he's like, oh, that's really cool. We're gonna soup me up, become a superhuman. So he starts training basically. There's a training montage. He spends like a total of 8 months in the time bubble. Oh yeah, Rayleth and Nia are in a relationship, and that's where my theory of them being his parents comes from. Let's see. Yeah, they discuss changing their names. He makes the ring vessel from book one. Uh, and that's the wedding ring. Yeah, all along this process, Zevlor is slowly like blowing up. Like the shields are failing. It's bad. Uh, Eventually he like kind of completes his shit. He's got like time vessel, focus vessel, no pain vessel, and some other shit. Um, he's souped up. He knows a bunch about Khan. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna go get captured now. And he gets captured, gets returned by Theshaseth. Um, and he gets returned to the real world or the real timeline. Um, he then does the fight that we saw. Because he's like, oh, he realizes that he needs to make this vessel. Um, that's going to turn everybody into Dargathan so they can cross the time stream. And in order to do that, he, I guess, figured out that he needs to have like a impact or impression of them, or a person that's killed. So then he does the fight. And that's the reason he does the fight. Uh, we already saw the fight. It was pretty cool. Then we do the Asha flashbacks stuff from book one. It's pretty cool. And then he's like disregards Bethgar and is able to kill him by like using the chains, like kill him. It was pretty cool. That's kind of. Oh, and then he's like, he also talks to Nithgala, and he's like, "Hey, I need a spot to work, and you're gonna help me out, and we're gonna make vessels that can turn people into Gathans." And she's like, "That's pretty crazy, but I think you could do it." And they're gonna like work stuff. That's kind of what Davy does.
yeah, there was that one thing about the other gifted that was jealous of his name was
Oh,
Aaron. He's jealous of Rayleigh and Nia's
yeah,
relationship.
none of that shit matters. I
He
mean, maybe it does.
I think it could matter just because it causes them to kill another Dargathan. But I mean that Aaron guy could be another potential character that comes up later.
Could be. Yeah. There's also stuff with like Rayleigh like helping out the bully and being like, I'm a good dude type shit. But I didn't really get into all of that. Yes. But yeah, that's kind of what Davian does. We saw both his futures, which is cool. Okay.
We did learn more about the plates,
Yeah.
um, the metal plates that are both in seclusion and in that tower, that they kind of held the dark out. So maybe something in seclusion is being kept down. Maybe that's where Shemaloth is.
Yeah.
Under seclusion. Um,
Possibly.
but apparently those plates, was it that they hold essence?
I don't remember.
Oh, there was a cool thing as well about Davian has one of his he has a vessel that allows him to draw essence from his surroundings by using emotion without
Yeah.
speaking anything. It's just like you can just
Yeah.
motion and it starts to draw in. Um, and then rereading that and remembering our conversation about the fighting pit, maybe that person had that vessel and did that for whatever reason.
What do you mean? Because he like killed himself.
I know, but maybe he didn't.
Uh, man.
Maybe that signal is that motion or whatever. Because I felt like it was a specific motion.
But yeah, he said that you recognize it from
No, I'm
somewhere.
saying the vessel. The vessel requires a specific motion.
Oh.
But
Uh,
anyway, it's just something I thought of just now.
yeah. Maybe. Maybe. We will see. We only got a little bit left to read. But yeah, then we want to do Weir.
Yeah.
Weir, so he's like trying to get the council to like evacuate Illinois, and then all the Banes attack, the flying guys. That starts with E. They murk,
Elatai.
yeah, Elatai. They murk everybody. He goes to the toll. He has to use the oath stone to get them to like open up because they're giant pussies. At that time, then the defenses uh go up and they cut off everybody, and the king dies. Rip the king. Hardly knew you. Uh, and then let's see. Takamar shows up. He's like, "Hey, y'all take these portal stones and y'all go defend the Sinarium." And he's like, "All right, we're gonna go do that." That's kind of that until we get to the stuff. Uh, then let's see. Should I go Takamar? So Takuma's in the toll. He talks with Ishali. You learn some more about like the hive and whatever bullshit she's doing. Um, then he's like, "Hey, let's go see the Shateth." And the Shateth's like, "Hey, what's up, Takumar? We're gonna blow ourselves up." They blow themselves up, cutting off the toll from the Sinarium, so all the defenses go away. He's like, "Well, that sucks." And he's like, "No one shall pass," and taps himself into the Cenarium directly and like blows up all the bad guys. And then he blows up the city because the guys are like basically like zombies. Like if you get bitten by one, you turn into one. And that happened. And he's also like, "Hey, Ishali, you should go to see Weird." And he does that. Let's see. I could just do the last stuff once you got.
Um, well, Deldry was stabbed by the Elatai.
Oh
They cut her
yeah,
foot off.
yeah.
But
Good.
then she does survive the after attack.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. The fight. Let's see here. The thing with I want to go back to the Shateth real quick, just because
Yeah, they say some stuff.
they say a lot of stuff, but they they didn't necessarily blow themselves up.
Didn't they blow Solo?
I'm pretty
Didn't
sure
they
a
like
shell
explode?
killed.
They exploded with Khan and like, and then she like stabbed it. I don't know. I read it as they like basically suicided bomb.
Yeah, I felt that it was something that they didn't kill themselves. Shell had to kill them to stop them, whatever they were doing, from causing more damage to the toll.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I
Like
mean, she stabs him. I don't know.
they had vessel right. She stabs them and actually kills them, so they are dead. But my understanding was they had vessels inside of them that kind of went off,
Yeah.
and
It's like
the power of those vessels started draining the cerarium of the in the toll, the
no,
con.
it was like Khan that was like cutting off the wires basically, from what I understood. It's basically like they were so close to the heart of the toll that they were able to get past the defenses and like basically cut the power line.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, essentially, it was a bomb to destroy the conduit lines to the toll and
yeah,
bring down their defenses. But it, we're kind of doing semantics here. But
yeah,
like they it was still working, and whenever a shell like stabbed them, it stopped continuing.
yeah. I don't know.
So,
Oh,
but
yeah. Either way, but yeah. So shot that they're dead. I think that's all of them. I don't know. Hopefully, after Wrathguard, what a pointless character he was. Um, let's see. Yeah. So he sends Ishley to go with him, and he's gonna go. He goes and gets Asha. Um, and he also takes what's his face, the brain dead guy, Ileth Tar, whatever his name is. Or
Tenvar,
Tinvar, yeah. For book
Ilseth
one,
Tenvar.
Ilsa Tinvar. He's like, hey, you're brain dead. You're a buddy, sweet. So he grabs him. Okay. Back to Weir, they're like chilling in the mountains. They're like, oh, there's no army. He's like, well, there should be. And then Ishley's like, hey, what's up? There's an army right there. And they're like, no, there's not. And she's like, yeah, there is. They're using a giant cloaking device. And they're like, oh shit. And it turns out she's right. And then they basically set up a sneak attack through a bunch of stuff. They sneak attack. There's like con bridges over the water and stuff. It goes good until it goes bad. And then like the El Tide come, and then Ishley is like, I'm a Deus Ex Machina right here, and she like kills herself to like control the hive, and they start attacking each other. And then they're like, and then
Attacking the
yeah,
Dargathan.
it's Dargathan and like the bad soldiers, whatever. And then Weir's like, all right, everybody, pull back for the final fight. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. Uh, that. Um, so yeah, my prediction that initially was an echo is false. She was just a random thing that we don't really get an explanation for. Um,
He was
Asha,
part of the hive mind of the Elatai.
yeah. Um,
She,
Asha,
remember, she did get stabbed by the Elatai.
yeah.
So there was something about her, maybe the fact that she was an augur that prevented her from turning into one.
Who knows?
But I mean,
I hope.
even Signer and Cade Talkavar were like, yeah, nobody's ever been able to like see into the hive mind.
Yeah, spoiler, that's probably my least favorite part. It just, I don't know. It felt very contrived that she was able to just suddenly do that. And yeah, well, rip, bye. But
They
yeah,
didn't
Ash.
all die though. There's still less than 12.
No, I meant like she died. It's like, oh,
Oh,
huh. All right, actually, see ya. Maybe he'll come back as a bug man or whatever. There. That'd be kind of cool. She's like, I am one. I am the hive. Sub Davian. Used to be my kind of boyfriend, maybe. Do you love me now? That's my prediction.
Love me.
Love me. We are we are Ishimi. Um, all right. Asha, she's still in the tributary. She talks to Tyra, and Tyra's like, "Hey, you should join my side." And she's like, "Yeah, you kind of make sense, but no." And then Takamura comes back, and he's like, don't listen to her, but I'm gonna talk to her because we've been buddies for thousands of years." And he's like, "Hey, I got this like comatose brain dead body. We're just gonna put in there." And she's like, "Cool, we're gonna do that." And she's a little freaked out, but he's like, "This is the best. This is the best thing." And she's like, "Actually, you're correct. I don't have to worry about somebody trying to take my power and all this other shit." She returns to the real world, and she's like, "Hey, Shadows, come with me for the final fight." And they're like, "Okay, you're cool." They do that. She also makes a forest because she has superpowers. Like she's like the most powerful person on the planet. She restores the land, and that's pretty cool. And she's like, "We're gonna go off to the fight."
With great success.
Great success. But yeah, it's like 100 shadows with their vessels. I wonder if she can do like a Thor, since she controls all their like essence, so she can be like, "You can use your essence, you can use your essence," like Love and Thunder or whatever, where all like the kids get Thor powers.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
That
kind of cool.
that'd be fun.
Oh, also, she got the mark again. So that means Weir can control her, which is bad. I think that's
Yes.
gonna come up. So we're gonna see how that works. But yeah, they're like, all right, off to the final fight. Or
Did that come back whenever she put the torque on?
I forget. I think it's when she was like training or whatever. She was like, "Let me test my skills." When all the shadows saw, I think that's when it came back. It came back sometime. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it did say that she has the mark.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to mention there. Oh, Caden, I don't know if I don't remember you saying it. He removed the Doken from the tributary, uh,
yeah.
and took it with him. Uh, and he was like concerned that maybe Tenvar could wake up and then or Diara could do something to Tenvar, but he wanted to take the Doken out because he wants to go into the Doken because Diara is trapped in the
Is
Doken.
the Doken a physical object?
I I think I picture kind of like a memory card.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like magic, where like he's like it's like somewhere in the back of his mind he's magicking the Doken. It's kind of what I always thought. I guess it makes sense that it's like a artifact vessel.
Yeah, it's some type of vessel. Whether or not it's physical, I don't know. It's nebulous.
Yeah, because
But it specifically said that he removed the Doken.
yeah, yeah,
And he mentioned that the Doken was part of the tributary.
yeah. I mean, we do know that people can get vessels inside of them, so maybe he learned that technology after Zevlor.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously he knows that.
yeah, but he also I don't think they have vessel. Like they're not because they're not weird like Davian. So I don't think any of the veterans have vessels. But yeah, because he goes into which does he go in his own Doken in book one when he talks with whatever that guy's name was?
Is it Meldeer?
Maybe. When he's like brother, and he's like, oh, what that was weird. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
remember.
remember.
I don't
I
remember.
remember in book one there was something there somebody said something about the Doken as
I
failing.
think, yeah, I think he goes in somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. It's a physical thing. Gets a lot of like information and stuff.
Yeah.
But also he's like says he coordinates his mind, so it might be both, might be two things at once. Like maybe it needs the physical, and then like in the back, and then it also needs the mental to like maintain it. Oh, who knows? I mean, the author hopefully knows. Um, but yeah, that's so let's see.
If you don't concretely explain and apply rules to something, it can be whatever you want it to be whenever you
Yeah,
want it.
that is true. So let's see. Let's just do a quick rundown of our characters. So Davian is still in Illith, whatever.
Seclusion.
Yes.
Yoshangat Del Teth.
Yes, he's chilling there. Weir is obviously in the mountains doing the battle shit with the sun near him. Uh,
Caden and
Asha
Asha are on their way there.
on their way there.
Uh,
Um, we have,
they're going to use the traveling stone.
yes, they're like making a portal. We have two Venerant left? Three? We have the girl that's captured in the dream in the desert.
Tiara's alive. Cassandrad's alive.
Sandra, A guy, no, the B
Alaric
guy. Oh,
Alaric is stuck in the wells.
yeah.
So
Uh,
there's those three.
and then there's like the the guy that's in Nesk. We get a mention of Nesk, so they're gonna show up and save the
Yeah,
day.
so that's the fourth. That's Seer.
Yeah,
And of course Talcamar is
yeah,
five. So we know that Isiliar is dead.
yes,
Meldier is dead.
yes,
Asar is dead.
yeah.
Uh,
One of them died a long time ago. The tea lady.
yes. Where did I have these names? Let's see. Okay. So we have Talcamar, he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Asar is dead.
Yep.
Cassandra is still alive.
Yeah.
Alaris is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Seer is still alive.
Yeah.
Diara is still alive. So we definitely have five that are alive. So Asar's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Isiliar is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Meldir is dead.
Yeah.
Tysus or Tissus is dead.
Yeah, she died in the past.
Wereth is dead.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so.
I
So
don't remember what happened to him.
that's another five.
Was he the one that died in that flashback?
I think so.
When like they were like, "Oh shit, that guy made that sword or whatever."
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. I only have 11 listed here. There was 13, right?
Thought so.
I thought there was 13. Andriel, I don't know. We think he's dead,
Yeah.
but maybe he's surprised. Maybe he's a surprise and comes back. Shows up in the last 200 pages.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be funny.
Yeah, pretty sure Wereth is dead.
Yeah. One, two, one, two, three. Yeah, there's only 11.
Okay.
So yeah, so we really only have what we really only have Cassandra as our bad guy, which seems weird
Yeah, right now,
right
because
now.
like Diara is kind of incapacitated.
Well, yeah, but also I guess if he disabled the Dokkan, I guess he freed her.
No, she's stuck in the Dokkan. He wants her stuck in the Dokkan.
Yeah, Dokkan's weird. Doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, he
Um,
wants her stuck in the Dokkan so that she doesn't.
but he's able to remove it from the tributary without releasing her.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, basically, her mind is stuck in the Dokkan, so she's wherever,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want her to just die. And they talk about that, like what
Yeah, I
her
understand
biggest.
that. you talking about him removing it from the tributary threw me off. I was like, oh, he's just like restarted the computer. Wouldn't that free her? But no, it's like able to
No, he
just
just removed the memory chip. Like
yeah,
the
yeah. I
yeah.
understand. Uh, yeah,
So it's stored on the
um,
memory chip. You can put the memory chip in anything.
yeah.
So
Okay, so obviously they're gonna like go blow up this army now because they're like, I mean, Asha can just flip her wrist and blow up the army, so that's kind of done.
yeah, so now they're not laughably uh overpowered now.
I mean, it did take a Deus Ex Machina for them not to all die. Like he was like, "Oh wait, the overpowered creatures are gonna come kill us all." Wait a second, I can suddenly free my mind and control hundreds of demons and make them turn on each other. Um,
At least her connection to them had been established
sure,
over a book ago.
yeah, but it would have been nice if she like if they did the thing in uh like the Alien TV show, or a lot of stuff where like one of them comes out to attack her and she's able to like stop it or something, just to show that she could control them. It's more like, hey, they're taking over my mind and making me go insane, and they're like taking information from me and shit. But I can kind of use that to like maybe see where they're at, to like I could control them all, make them do crazy shit, or at least disrupt them enough to do crazy shit. Yeah, it's whatever, but it was kind of dumb. Um, but yeah, so like, but the thing is, so like, I don't really know where this is gonna go. I honestly don't. Like, they're like, that's done. And maybe that's a feint, Jesus. Maybe that battle's a feint, because like Cassandra isn't even there. So like, how much of a thing is this even really? Like, no, none of the Venerate are there. Like, this is just kind of pointless. So obviously that doesn't really matter. Um, they're gonna do, I don't know, they're gonna do something. They're gonna like trace. They knew he was gonna pull out Asha, so they were able to trace where she came from and then go blow up where she was and like unleash, because that boundary has to fall and shit has to get crazy. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't really know how this is gonna end. Do you have any idea?
No, no, I don't. Um, and I think I mean, maybe other people had figured it out, but I have no clue. Um, like I don't even know where to like begin. Like
Yeah,
maybe they find out that it's like, oh yeah, we do have to take this boundary down in order to enact the plan that we want to let everybody have free will.
yeah.
Um,
Which isn't which isn't Talcomar's plan. That's the Venerant wants that. Or at least they think they want that. They both yeah.
it, Tal, but doesn't Talcamar
I
want
think yes,
there to
but
be free will?
they both want that. They just don't know how it exists.
Okay, so they both
Because
want the same thing, but they have different beliefs and paths to achieve it.
yeah, because Dyer is like, hey, if everything you did is controlled, wouldn't you want to fight that and like overthrow that? And Asha's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And she's like, yeah, we're gonna do that, and it's gonna like reset everything. That's like kind of their goal. Um, so yeah, Davian has to go back in the past. Cassandra has to get murked by somebody. They have to do a thing where they all like he kills all the if Talcamar wins, he has to do a thing where he kills all the Venerate and like goes back in
All the
time.
augurs.
Yeah, all the augurs. Well, I can't kill all the augurs because of the pact with Lith.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then they all have to be given the vessel that blocks their con.
Yeah, or like they have to like voluntarily commit suicide or something. Or Asha just like fries them, which would be funny. Kamehameha! It just ends with a giant Kamehameha wave. But also like the Lith are like, hey, we don't you don't need to kill everybody. Like it's gonna be cool once all the Venerate are dead. Um, yeah, it's gonna be so he's gonna so Davian's thing is he's gonna make Dargathan vessels to get those three people out of the time loop or
At least
time.
those three people.
At least those three people. Um, and that has to
And we know it
be,
happens.
we know it happens, and it also has to be really important. That's why I think there's this family. Um, because there's been a lot of time. This book is rapidly running out of time for that to matter. So that's gonna happen, and then he's gonna go back in time and dies at some time, probably at the end of the book, I'm guessing. They're gonna fight. Like the Asha and Weir and them are gonna fight and probably win. Then or start to lose, and then Nesk is gonna come and we're gonna be like, hey, read about what I did in my novella. And then she's gonna give Weir a big kiss. Um, and then they're gonna be like, then yeah. I don't know. I really am at a loss, but what's gonna happen? Also, what's gonna happen that's gonna make people cry? I'm very curious about that part. Cause like,
I mean, what if they were just all dead to begin with?
man, yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, it could be a whole lot of things, right? Because we talked about this the other day.
Yeah,
Uh, Requiem for a Dream and Grave of the Fireflies. It's like, okay.
yeah, those are like depressing. This book has not been depressing, really. Mhm. So it's gonna be like like Asha sacrifices herself or some shit, or it's gonna be like Flashpoint where like Talcamar, in order to like save the world, has to like never talk to his wife or some shit like that. Um,
Yeah, I can't see it being the relationship between Asha and Davian that makes
yeah,
anybody cry.
no,
It has to be a relationship between Talcamar and his wife or whatever it is.
yeah,
Like, what if Nethgala actually is his wife?
yeah,
Like, she
yeah.
actually is Ellie
I
and
can
was
see it.
always Ellie.
Yeah, I mean she basically is, but yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be interesting. I think. I mean, she's definitely gonna like sacrifice herself to like do something about Talcamar. That could be sad. Maybe just fucking Weir's sister starts losing more body parts. And she's like, I only exist to suffer. Really, the only thing she's done is be there to get hurt. It's kind of funny. She gets hurt in the that attack on the palace. She gets hurt in this attack. She shows up again, be like, hey, I exist, just to get her leg chopped
Shot.
off. Which is really funny. But yeah. All right. Final prediction. Let's do some wild stuff. Um,
Oh,
I
before we get into
yeah,
predictions,
yeah.
I really liked so the Battle of Elin Alon,
Hmm.
yeah, before Talcamar just exploded it. It kind of reminded me of the Battle of Helm's Deep,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
especially when they like fall back into the toll
And
and they're like,
all
we
the
don't have enough room for all of these refugees.
yes,
They're gonna
yeah,
take our food.
yes.
Close the doors.
Close the doors. Yeah, I can see that. That was yeah. It was funny that Elena Wan, he was like, y'all know it's gonna happen, so I'm gonna do it in like half a chapter. They show up and like, oh, we're super screwed, and they run away. Just funny.
It a lot of this stuff would be cool to see on screen. I will say
Oh
that.
yeah, they make it good.
It
It,
it
it would be actually it would be a hard TV show to make, honestly. They would have to change because, like we've said, our four main characters spend like zero screen time together. So it would be a cool shit series, but it'd be very weird. People would be like, "Why haven't our like two leads talked to each other in like a season and a half?"
yeah. Yeah. But it could be done. It like unlike Stormlight Archives, this could actually be live action if
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
and done well in live action.
oh yeah, yeah.
Um Visually anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
Just
cool. I would watch it.
the story suffers the same as the book would though, unless you change it. And
They
I
would
would
change it.
expect them to have to change it. And but
Yeah.
the thing is, I still probably really enjoy it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. So you
Um,
want to do predictions?
Favorite and least
Our
favorite. You
favorite?
already said your least favorite.
Yeah. I just kind of I was like, sure, whatever.
And the other thing we didn't actually talk about, which I mentioned before, my least favorite was actually because it was confusing, was so he was trying to like whenever Davian got out of Zavelar and was being brought to Cassandra and he was started piecing things together like, oh, that's why they did this, that's why this happened, that's why that it like it was he was attempting to make connections and revelations, right?
Mm.
And epiphanies, but it just did not work for me. It was confusing. Um, because I felt like it relied too much on remembering older encounters, except for the fact that, all right, they have had encounters, so which one was the past and which one was the future, or it it failed on my part. And I I don't know if you had any thoughts on what was happening there.
Um, I kind of just was like, I I just kind of like read past it almost. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. You're kind of like connecting the con stuff, and then like, cause yeah, he was doing that too with like Asha and stuff, but it wasn't like wasn't really new information, so I kind of just read past it almost. Didn't really bother me, but I don't know. Like I could see how it'd be confusing because there's also like seeing stuff with the con machines, and then he's like trying to figure out the reason why he killed the Dark Aethan and shit. So yeah, it was a lot right then. You can see that.
And then, what's your favorite moment?
Um, hmm, I think. Uh, probably, probably. Hmm, I liked the stuff with like Talcumar and Diara and all that stuff. Make like showing their history. That was really fun. And then bear.
Chapter
I,
32 was my kind of my favorite. That was the whole chapter with him going down to where the Shateth were and they destroying the
mm,
Serarial. Um, and then the whole conversation with Caden and his shell and him going into her mind, trying to block the Elatai. And then culminating in Caden walking out and holding off the Elatai attack so everybody can get through the gate, and then just going, you know what? This city's just gone. I'm just gonna burn it off the map now.
Yeah, he's like, this is the zombies apocalypse that's happened. Let's blow it up. Yeah, that was
Which
cool.
which speaking that out loud really reminds me of the explanation of Cassandra and Zavalar.
Hmm.
And we already had a thought about Zavalar being Ilin Alan.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we had a thought that like Valar was in the Darklands. It is kind of crazy we have not gone to the Darklands or like seen depictions of the Darklands yet. I'm assuming that's gonna happen when the boundary falls and stuff happen. But yeah, I enjoyed that too. I enjoyed the fight with like Weir and all them before the Deus Ex Machina, and that was cool. But yeah, none of it like really stood out to me. It was just like this is really all really solid, setting up for kind of the big shit that's gonna happen.
And I'm pretty sure we had another confirmation that not David Weir uses the Oath Stones to command his troops.
Yeah,
Um, like I had mentioned him doing in his training exercises.
yeah,
Like I think that I think that is
yeah.
how
He uses them for like communication.
yeah,
He's not. Yeah,
yeah, he can communicate with like he basically he can speak something with the Oath Stone and anybody with the mark automatically has that inclination to do whatever.
yeah,
So like if he has battle plans, he could be like, "Hey, Lieutenant Billy, move your troops here." And Billy would be like, "Okay." But all of those officers, volunteer to have that influence.
yeah, yeah.
So, because I know you mentioned that before when I brought that up, you're like, "Well, that would be a very terrible thing to have." But I think that's
I think I thought you meant more like he was like controlling them. Like he was like everybody. He's basically just like telling them orders. Yeah,
right. It is
yeah,
basically like Matt in looking through
yeah,
the gateways or
yeah,
and going, "Hey, these troops need to go here. He's here."
yeah. I think I just misunderstood you that other time because like I thought you were like he was like hey you like moving them kind of like chess pieces almost, but he's more like just like instantly telling them orders instead of having like that certain trooper ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He wasn't like, "You better walk to this spot
yeah,
right
yeah.
here and do this."
Yeah, I was like, I don't think he's doing that. And
Uh,
also, I think, yeah, that chapter was a little ambiguous on whether he was like actually controlling them or like or not. But this one, yeah, he definitely was.
yeah,
Um, yeah. Um, yeah. All right.
yeah. It wasn't.
Oh,
It wasn't the other chapter. It wasn't. It didn't feel like it was explicitly stated, but when I was reading it, I was like, it's telling me he's going through these exercises, but how is he doing that? Because he's having this whole other conversation and he's not right there with these people, but this whole training exercise is going on as he's having this conversation. How
yeah,
else would he do it? Oh, okay, the oath stone. And then at the end, he gives the oath stone back. But so
yeah, yeah. All right. You want to do final predictions?
I don't
You got
know.
anything else?
I don't. I don't really have any more. But I mean,
Let's
it
see how.
almost feels like we're being set up for another switch of morality.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Yeah.
And by
I
that I
think
mean Talcamar realizes that his whole plan is the opposite of what what needs to happen. Like
that would be really funny. And he's like, okay, I was wrong. I was thought I was right and I was wrong, and I thought I was right and I'm wrong. Shit. Um, yeah. So here's some predictions I'm gonna do. I think the Davian death is gonna happen, but it's gonna be Nefgala. She's gonna be able to change herself into Davian, sacrifice herself, um, for the man she loves.
you mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Made that one
Uh,
before. Now,
uh,
hey, so
yeah.
is that is that going to be a change like what we saw, the Davian we saw go back to Talcamar and die already? Was that Davian? And now when it happens, it has changed to Nathgala being Davian, or was it always?
It, I think, I don't know. The time travel is weird. I think it would probably have to be always Nethgala. Maybe. I don't know. Um,
Because once time travel can change events, right?
yeah.
Then Talcamar has succeeded.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's a serious. Yeah.
Well, I mean
Yeah. Yeah. I,
not that it's going to happen, but
yeah.
if time travel can change something that happened already.
Yeah, I think yeah, maybe she like self-sacrificed herself to kick off the whole thing and yeah, have Davian survive. Um, let's see. Um, yes, I think that's gonna happen. I think I think Asha's gonna die.
I
And
can see Asha
that's
dying.
gonna like be that's gonna be the thing that lowers the boundary or whatever, and also lets all the Lith have their shit. Um, so I think she's gonna die. Um, that would be the sad thing. Um,
What if instead of Asha dying, because if you predict that Davian is going to live, we have Asha and Davian survive and Weir dies.
hmm, I can see that. I think yeah, maybe.
Because what other thing Weir now is, for all in practical purposes, is not only the North Warden now, but he's the king.
Yeah,
Like, he is the ruling the ruler of Andara. Well, no,
yeah,
Caroline.
yeah, Caroline. She, I have a prediction. She's gonna not show up. That's until the very end, and she's gonna be like, Takamura, I was your wife all along. He's like, what the fuck?
Talcamar becomes king of Andara.
Man, that'd be funny. Their relationship is so weird. Bef- Like, it really went nowhere.
All these relationships really
True.
went
But
nowhere.
that one, like, he set it up for stuff to happen. And, like, she hasn't been in this book at all. And it's very strange. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna show up. My prediction also, sadly, Fessy is just dead off screen. She really sucks. I hope I'm wrong on that one. She like shows up and beats Cassandra or some shit. Um, but I think she's just dead. Um, yeah, so I think Asha's gonna be the one to die. Maybe she sacrificed herself to do something. I don't know. Pretty obvious. It seems like Nesk is gonna show up and save the day with whatever her name is. The twins are gonna show up.
Okay.
I think the twins.
The-
I think they're the
Elric
siblings.
Aditya.
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna show up having convinced Ness, maybe with the other the good Venerate, they're gonna show up and like save the day.
So you think well, Seer was in the fucking Serarium.
Yeah, but he also is like super smart and shit, right? So maybe he also has a thing to remotely contribute to her or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he was one of the smarter ones.
Yeah. I mean,
Very,
maybe.
very narcissistic, was that the term he used?
Yeah. He's just like,
So he named the Serarium after himself,
yeah,
even though that technology had already been built by the builders.
yeah. Um, yeah, maybe he doesn't show up, but like he left. Like, I think it's fairly obvious. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if the siblings don't show up. Um, let me see what else. Oh, I think what's his face is also gonna die. Terrace. It feels like he should have died like a book and a half ago. Um,
Yeah, he's kind of become non-important for the most part.
yeah, kind of just
He's
does
kind of become like a
the
a
lackeys.
steward for Weir.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Ah, shit. Oh man, I had it, then I lost it, then I had it, and I lost it again.
That's rough.
Yeah, trying to think of the other thing. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think Weir is gonna survive and marry Dizia. That's gonna be like the good ending. Uh, Talcamar is gonna d- probably die after like releasing L or whatever, and then I don't
Oh,
know.
um, s- yeah. Okay, here what it was. The vessels that turn you into Dargathans. Who's going to turn into a Dargathan and go into Zavalar, give the other vessels out, and everybody go back out?
I'm guessing
Is it going to be one
Davian.
person or is it going to be multiple people? Because that has to happen, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Maybe
wittingly, unknowingly,
like smuggled
they
onto a
they
Dargathan.
yeah,
Yeah.
smuggle them onto a Dargathan that goes in, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, what are those things?" They kill the Dargathan and go, "Oh, these are vessels. Oh, these
Maybe
changes."
Weird, I'm not weird. Davian like kills Cassandra or some shit, and then he's like, all right, I need to go back. He goes back to Zavalar and like gives the Dargathan stuff to them, and then he's like, all right, and he goes from that timeline into the place where. So that would be Nethgala in my prediction. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so maybe like you know, Neth Nethgala goes back, gives it to them three, and then
They're, they're,
she's like, but then Talcmar already know that so that actually can't happen. I don't know. Talcmar already knows though how he
yeah,
gets
unless his that memory hasn't come back,
true. Um,
which would be weird because he's like, "I know I was in there with him, but I don't remember how I got out."
yeah,
I mean, it could, but we've been inside of his head,
yeah,
so it feels like it's something we would have known.
yeah. I it's either Davian or Nethgala, but I don't think Nethgala is able to. So I guess it's Davian.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense
Yeah, because
because
he's basically
he's stuck up there, right? So
yeah, and he's
he's
able
off
to
by
kind of
himself,
yeah.
and
It
all
seems
the
like
other characters are all together right now.
yeah,
But yeah,
or
thinking
yeah,
about that, how many Venerate are still around is crazy because there's not
Yeah,
many.
there's not many, and like,
It's like, who the fuck are we fighting?
and two of them are incapacitated, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Alaris is out of the picture.
yeah, and so is Diara.
Yeah.
And she
It,
even if they do kill her, she's still out of the picture for like this battle, basically.
yeah.
Um,
And she doesn't know how to make gates.
yeah, she doesn't know how to make gates.
Who was the only other one they knew?
It was the A guy, right? Nethgala, Talcamar, and
Alaris?
Alaric or something like that. Yeah.
Alaris. Elric is the warrior brother.
Yeah.
Alaris is the veteran king.
So many names. Um, yeah. I they're gonna release the it's probably gonna be a thing where I have to reach both gods and like they like combine each other and like I don't know. That's very real time. Where you have to have the Dark One and the Creator to make the world work.
Yeah.
It might be something like that. Um, I don't know. The boundary here's the boundary is gonna fall. That
Great
seems
prediction.
that seems like it should have already happened.
Why didn't I think that?
Hey, we actually I don't know. Maybe it doesn't fall.
Huh? Uh,
The pillars are gonna be used to do something. Do you like my predictions?
I, I mean, they're as good as mine are. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's trying to think. I don't. I feel like
Oh,
I feel
oh,
like I'd need to reread them more to really get theory crafting going.
yeah. Someone's gonna go down in that vessel that Talkamar says is at the bottom of the Lenalam that tells you a truth.
Oh, the mirrors.
Yeah. Or
Okay, yeah, I could see that happening. I
it
mean,
seems like a
otherwise it wouldn't. But we all. I think we're also going to get a flashback of that
yeah.
truth thing.
We're gonna do something with those mirrors that we just learned about right now, I think.
And that was kind of a cool
Yeah, it was very
story.
reminded me a lot of Wheel of Time. Like the rereading and stuff and other
Yeah,
things. Um,
Pillars of Glass.
yeah, I forgot about those, but yeah, that's something. I don't know. I'm at a loss. My big one I'm gonna lean on is that Nethgala takes Davian's place. That's the only one I can, and that those two people are his parents,
I like those.
and those are the ones I really have. Other than that, I got fucking nothing.
Yeah. And then, the other one, I mean, you already said we get the people from Nesk, but I
Hmm.
agree with you that it's going to be like that one thing in Wheel of Time
Hmm.
that you compared it to. Uh,
Yeah, but the opposite of that.
yes, the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Uh, I still want to know more about that in Wheel of Time.
Yeah, that was really cool. Too bad I only had 13 books to tell us.
Right? We needed more books than 13,
Yeah, we did, really did.
14,
14 books, yeah.
and one prequel.
And so 15 books. Yeah, we needed more. We should talk to Sanderson and get him to write a whole time story on those people. But
And
yeah, I got
there were
yeah,
supposed to be, I think it was some Matt books on Matt, I think is what Robert Jordan wanted to write some more for.
that's cool.
But
I would have read it.
oh,
Um, hmm?
I just thought of this. There, it has to be kind of a nod to the snakes and foxes in Wheel of Time, but we got snakes and foxes.
Yeah, It's true.
in this. So
Yeah.
just fun. I mean, that one's not in your face like, oh, you took the. It's just more like, oh, hey, that was something that was there, and I mean,
Yeah.
if
None
that's
of
what it is, but
yeah, none of the references are one to one or anything like that. But they are kind of there if you look at them,
it was hilarious though.
whether
Like
intentional or not.
it was hilarious though. Thinking back to like the first quarter or third of the first book, I'm like, okay, when is this not going to be real time? And
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, yeah, this is totally not real time.
But also maybe
Maybe.
we'll see how it is. Because in a little time goes some places.
Ah,
But yeah, very curious.
we don't have any
Everybody,
weather changing vessels though. No,
it's
we
true.
do. We had the wind. The wing of the wing. The wing of the wind. The ring of the wind.
It's true.
We have the wind ring vessel.
Yes.
Did you go back and look at the map?
I did not.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, no. Oh, like okay. You know what's funny? I,
What?
I totally forgot about Licanius for the Licanius trilogy. Like, I guess he needs to kill the Venerate, and I guess it has to do some other shit, right? He's gonna like kill a god with it or something. He's gonna kill Shemaela with the Lycanians. Okay, I have the map pulled up.
Yeah, Licanius has to do something, right?
Yeah,
And why
I
did
mean,
he take it to the wells?
meh.
Is that where
Well, it's not in the wells right
Shemailoth
now.
is?
It's in the Ishingal Death
It's
Realm.
somewhere in Talangol on that
Yeah,
side of the border.
yeah,
But no, the
yeah.
islands, there's one that looks like a fox head.
Oh yeah,
So I
that's
wonder
kind of
if Talcumar created those islands.
that'd be kind of cool.
We've never been to them.
I don't
And
think we. I
at
don't
this
think we
point in
will.
time, if we do, oh well, whatever.
Takuma's like, he's like fighting a guy. He's like, oh yeah, there's the islands I made.
And it's
It's
funny, the island that the tributary is on isn't even there. It's like on the eastern.
well, yeah, it got scrubbed from existence, so they couldn't find the Sinurian, or not the
Well,
the tributary.
yeah, so that might be why it's not on the map
Yeah,
because it was hidden.
because it's a real world map.
Yeah,
Mhm. Uh, I think that's all I got. I don't.
that's all I have for
I'm,
this.
I'm curious how it's gonna end. It's been a fun ride regardless.
Yeah, we
So
get to finish it.
yeah, then we
We
need to
don't have to
figure out.
stop anymore.
No, then we need to figure out what we're gonna do next.
Eh?
Yeah, and if we're gonna change up the formula or not.
Yeah, let's see. Well, we can talk about that after.
Yeah,
I'll message you. I got a vacation coming up. So we'll see. Probably don't want to start a multi-part book at that point.
yeah.
Um, do a shorter piece. I got something in mind. I'll shoot you a message.
Okay, sounds good.
So, all right. Well, hey, if y'all have made it this far, congratulations and thank you so much for being here. Um, we love doing this, and if you want to go ahead, hit those buttons, like, follow, subscribe, share it with your friends, your enemies, your family. Um, Post it on your social media for anybody that you know or don't know to see. It helps us out. Leave a rating and review where you can. Don't forget to visit our sponsor, Mudcat Whiskers, at mudcatwhiskers.com. Use code paperweights at checkout. You're going to save yourself some money. And we will see you next time when we discuss the very end of this trilogy. where we find out everything, we will know all the spoilers at that point.
Yes.
So, um, it's been a fun ride, and I look forward to the end and the um the destination. The journey has been great. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably talk about, the entire trilogy as a whole and the ending and just everything. It's gonna be fun.
yeah. All right. Well, y'all see y'all next week.
Bye.